Hello, finally we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to today's webinar. Okay, so we've started. If you can see me, please leave your name, leave an emoji to show how excited you are. If you can see me, let me just be sure it's working. Okay, I need to be seeing your comments. Okay, great. Prince, thank you. So welcome everybody to today's webinar where we're talking about how you can find PR eligible jobs. Welcome, Emanuela. Welcome. Excuse me. Welcome. So as soon as you jump in, drop an emoji to show how excited you are, introduce yourself. Make sure you're also subscribed to the channel because that's the only way you're going to ask your questions. And of course, all the wonderful things that we have on the channel. So today we have a guest speaker and we want to talk about how to find PR eligible jobs in Canada because of course, why not? A lot of us want to find jobs in Canada because we want to come through, want to get our PR through any of the employer sponsored programs. Also, there are some of us who are already in Canada. We're trying to also get jobs that can qualify us for PR. Others that want to relocate to Canada, you don't want to use the study route. The express entry is giving you some wahala. You're trying to look for PR eligible jobs. So looking for a PR eligible job is now a challenge that many of us have. First of all, because we have to run around. Sometimes we are applying to jobs that absolutely don't qualify us for PR. Like some of us have applied to so many jobs, but those jobs don't qualify us for PR. So today, I want to just show us a platform where you can just apply for PR eligible jobs without having to run from one platform to the other. So if we are excited and we want to start, let me know in the comments, right? We don't waste time here. When we come here, we don't waste time. We want to get to it. So you can hear me. Thank you so much, Emeka. Thank you, Folarin. Thank you, Adiola. Don't forget to also like the live and send the link to a friend, right? There are so many people who want this. So send to a friend. Okay, let me bring our guest on.
Hello.
Hello. So I told you guys that we have a special guest today. So this is our guest. Her name is Rice. She is also someone who talks about immigrating to Canada. She's very knowledgeable, right? And so when I was looking for a solution for people who are looking for PR eligible job, she has an amazing platform that will benefit all of us. And she's going to tell us about it today. So welcome, Rice.
Hello. Good afternoon from New Brunswick.
New Brunswick, amazing. New Brunswick is part of the Atlantic provinces, right? And you have the Atlantic immigration program. So take it away and show us, what this is.
All right.
Just tell us a bit about the platform, what the benefits are, and how they can get access.
Sure, absolutely. So before I do a demo of the platform, I'd like to give a little bit of a background on why I came up with this idea. As we speak right now, there are more than 150,000 jobs listed on Indeed in Canada. On LinkedIn, there are more than 254,000 jobs. The question now is, those jobs, only 10% or even less are actually eligible for PR. So then how do you find the jobs that are eligible for PR and stay away from the jobs that will not lead you anywhere? Yes, they will give you a salary for a few months, but then ultimately, long term, they will not give you anything. And people want to find jobs that will lead them to either work permit or permanent residency. And this is the whole idea of the platform. I will share the platform right now, which is called Quest Jobs. So this is the platform. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the platform. The platform has got 29,265 jobs as we speak today. This number grows on a daily basis. There are 21 different PR pathways in the platform. The platform is updated every 24 hours. And in every single job is essentially categorized as per the potential PR pathway, the eligible applicants who can apply for such job, the job restrictions, the job criteria, and the roadmap. For example, if we choose the Alberta Rural Renewal Stream, all the information that you need about the Alberta Rural Renewal Stream are here. Alberta Rural Renewal Stream is a community designated peer pathway wherein if a company is located in a certain community, that's one of the requirements. And then if a company has got a requirement for certain positions and they have got a certain level of a revenue, then they could be eligible to sponsor. Now, the thing is, and I would like to be very clear about this, the companies and the jobs in the portal are eligible to sponsor. The ability and the willingness and the openness of the companies to sponsor is a different situation, because at the end of the day, the companies will decide whether or not they will sponsor a person. But in the perspective of eligibility, they are eligible as per the information available publicly through the federal government, through the provincial website. So when you go here, for example, with a Skiwin is one designated community in the Alberta RRS. So this is the potential peer pathway. People from outside Canada can be eligible to apply for the Alberta Rural Renewal Stream peer pathway if they land this job. There are different job restrictions under RRS. For example, if you click for more information, there are ineligible jobs, and these are all the ineligible jobs. Now, the thing is, all of these ineligible jobs are already filtered out, meaning you will not see any of this ineligible job in the portal. Now, another thing is, many of the jobs in the portal can be eligible under the Francophone Mobility Program. The Francophone Mobility Program is a federal level of PR application or PR stream. There are some jobs that are eligible under the Francophone Mobility Program, as you can see under RRS, and there are certain pathways that are not. So if a certain pathway or a certain job is not eligible under the Francophone Mobility Program, you will not see this note there. Another feature that we have here is the roadmap. The roadmap is the general pit stop that an applicant will have to go through when they land the job in order to be a permanent resident in Canada. For example, under RRS, the first stop is really to find a job. And then the employer must apply for endorsement letter at the economic department organization of the community where that company is located at. Once the endorsement letter is issued by the community and the company and the applicant are all deemed to be eligible, then the community will issue the endorsement letter, and then the provincial nomination comes in as the next step. The employee will apply for the provincial nomination. When you click this link will take you to the actual portal where you should apply. Then the province will assess your application. Once the province says that, yes, you are eligible indeed, then you apply, you receive the provincial nomination. And these are all the different steps. Once the provincial nomination is issued, you then complete your PR documents as per this link. So when you click this link, it will lead you to the document list. The moment you have completed those document lists, you then apply for your permanent residency through this link. Once you click that, it will lead you to the actual link. And then you just have to wait for the response or further inquiry. If the IRCC wants more documents, then you have to complete those. But if the IRCC says that, okay, here's your permanent residency, once you are approved, then you are essentially issued a certificate of permanent residency by the IRCC. So this is a roadmap. Right now, we are going through the completion of tier or the NOC code. Every single job in Canada is organized in such a way that they have a tier code and NOC code. So we are in the process of completing this. Before the end of the month, we will definitely have this done. Another issue or another feature that we have in the portal is the matching profile. If you see this, match job with your CV. Once I click this, I already have a pre-installed or pre-saved CV in my dashboard here. You will see that my CV is only 6.67%, matching with this requirement by the government of Alberta, which is from the company called Seasons Recruitment Retirement Communities, and they're looking for a healthcare aid. And the reason is because there are so many skills here that I do not have in my CV. So the moment that I say customize resume, I just do this, renew that, and the portal is just updating.
Rice, can you hear me, Rice? Some
Yes.
people say they can't see it clearly. I don't know if you could like refresh it or take it. It's not clear, right? Okay. Okay, so she's going to make it clearer.
I'm sorry, I was kicked out. Yes.
Yeah. So
So let me present
let's
again.
see if it will be better. Yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem. Do you see it now?
Let me see if it is. So yeah, you are sharing your entire screen. You're not okay. Okay.
Did you want me to share just a window or the entire
Yes,
screen?
just the window might be better.
Okay, no problem. There you go. Is this better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Probably. Yes. Yeah.
it's okay. All right. So then the moment you click the customized resume here, all of these skills that you see here, you need to include them in your CV. And the moment you include this in your CV, your score here, my score, will increase between 70 and 80%. This is what we call the applicant tracking system. 70 to 85% of companies in Canada, up to 90% actually, use the applicant tracking system, wherein if your CV does not have the keywords or the target words in the job listing, the system will kick your application away. The hiring manager will not even see and look at your CV. They do not know that you exist. And this is the purpose of the ATS, to make the hiring manager understand that you are indeed interested with this job and your skills is aligned with the job description that they have. Using this job matching feature, which is an AI, it's artificial intelligence, using this increases your chance of landing the job or landing an interview with the hiring manager by 70%. This is how important ATS is. And therefore, this is the whole idea of the portal. It really is to weed out the noise, remove the noise from your process of searching for a job, allocating your time properly and your effort and resources properly to the jobs that will lead you somewhere, which is permanent residency. And at the top of it is to increase your probability of landing the job. This is the whole value proposition of the portal. Was that clear?
Yes.
Hmm?
So is that all? So is the portal able to there's the feature that works on the resume? Did they also show that?
Yes. So this is the resume. The thing is, when I click this will lead me to the other screen. Okay. So hold on a second. All right. Let me just do the because if I do this, I will have to share a different screen.
Okay.
Yeah, because yeah, hold on. Share a different screen, which is this. Okay. So then when I add on my skills, the skills that are required, and I go save, then information added successfully. When I go back to my job matching, so now I will present the other window. You have to bear with me. Let me present the other window. Here you go. Here. So when I do this and I click the job matching again, yeah. So let me just have this done here. It did not update. Hold on a second. Our majority of the there you go, dependability, etc., etc. I will just do the job matching here. Okay, and I will refresh this. So essentially what I did on the other window, so that I don't jump back and forth, I just added on my CV the different, or maybe I'm using a different one here. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here because I use a different, there you go. Hold on, please. All right. So if I do this, now the system essentially takes me to another window. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I'm gonna share that window here so that you actually see it. That's the problem with just sharing one window. Okay, here you go. This one here. All right. So do you see this skills you might want to add? So medicine, etc., etc. So I go add all of this in my skills here, and if I add those and save details, there you go. Information added successfully. So then I go back here and I refresh to make sure that the system is refreshed. And then I will show you the other screen here, which is the main one. And therefore, when I do this, hopefully I am in the same job. I hope I am not. There you go. So it increased my job matching, my CV matching this job by 70%. And by increasing my keywords and my target keywords, I increased my probability of being noticed by the hiring manager, because 70% is not a bad number, and therefore there are higher chances for me to get an interview. And from the interview itself, the applicant will have, of course, the responsibility to really learn what the company wants, what would be the various questions that the company would ask, etc., etc. But this weeds out the noise. It takes the noise out of your system, and therefore you really get to focus on the jobs that will lead you to permanent residency.
Awesome.
Yeah. There are different ways where here you can search by date posted, you can search by different PR pathways, you can search by job name, you can search by location name. The portal covers all provinces in Canada. The territories are not here yet, mainly because there is not a lot of opportunities in the territories. That's one. And two, the peer pathways in the territories are not really so much to really have a focus on. And therefore, we really focus on Ontario, Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and all other Atlantic provinces, which are New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland and Labrador. We essentially cover the entire country except for the territories.
Okay. Okay, guys. So essentially, what Rice has done is she has shown us this portal called Quest Jobs. I know some of you have been asking for the link. I have put the link in the comments. I've put the link in the video description. The link is also showing on the screen. There's also a short link, is bit.ly/PR Jobs Canada. Now, this is a subscription link, right? Which means that you might have to pay, but there's like a 5 days trial period, right? So you have 5 days to try the system, right? If you want to continue and you see the usefulness and the value, then you can pay, but you actually have 5 days free to try it. What the system does, if you missed the demonstration, is number one, it will match your CV skills to the jobs that you qualify for, right? So there's no need for you to be applying to jobs that you don't qualify for. It will do a matching for you. It will show you the skills that you should put in your CV. Why this is important is because most of the employers use an applicant tracking system. It's a robot. It doesn't have feelings. It just checks the keywords. If the keywords are in the CV, it then uses, that CV passes. If the keywords are not in the CV, it doesn't pass. So usually you want to aim for like 70% and higher. If you include the skills as the portal or the platform tells you into your CV, you have a greater chance of being invited for an interview. And that is what you want. When you are in the interview, then that's when you need to prove yourself. But how do you get your foot in the door for you to even be invited for an interview? That is what you need to do. Now, another thing is for programs like the Atlantic Pilot Program and RCIP, there is no central place to find these jobs, right? They just give you the names of the employers and then you have to go and figure it out by yourself. But this platform has, taken all the jobs from all of the employers. So you don't need to be going from employer to employer. For those of you who have been saying,
I would like to add something there. There are peer pathways where a company should be designated. Aside from the designation, the jobs should be a priority occupation listed in each PR pathway. That's another thing. And we also search those and we also filter those. So whatever you see in the portal are already researched, already studied, and already filtered. No more extra time required by the user to really understand whether this company, this location, this job are qualified. It is already there.
So, guys, so you don't even need to go and be checking, is this employer designated and all of that. It's time wasting. I've had to do that myself for certain people. Very time wasting to be checking. So if you want the portal, it's on the screen. It's also in the comments, and you have 5 days free to try it, right? You can try it. It will help you work on your CV as well, give you the skills that you should put on your CV. I think that it's almost like a no-brainer for those who are looking for jobs in Canada. You're always saying, Shea, I need a job in Canada. This is one way, instead of you to pay someone to look for a job for you, this is one way you can find the job. After all, it's even refining your CV for you. Now, if you have questions, you can leave them. Ayo is asking, how do I register? Go and click on the link. Like I put the link on the screen. Get the link there. It's also in the video description, and register and start using it from today. If you have if you have questions, put them in the comments. Josiah is asking, can you help with the list of PR eligible jobs? Nobody Somebody can give you a list of PRA eligible. These jobs are changing every day,
Every
right? A
day.
job might be available today, it's not available tomorrow.
True.
That's why you need to get on the portal so that because it's updated daily, right? Right.
Every 24 hours.
Every 24
Sometimes
hours.
even shorter. We update every 12 hours.
Yeah. So it's updated regularly. Does this site also work for someone who is already in Canada studying a PSW course who has a BSc in nursing, no
Hmm?
work experience? So as long as you meet the requirements of the job, it
Yeah.
qualifies. So it's not about the portal, it's about you meeting the requirements of the job. The
Mm-hmm.
portal is just going to show you the jobs that you might qualify for, but then
Mm-hmm.
you still need to meet the requirements.
True.
Does my I don't understand what this means. Yewande, please write your question again. Yes, you can apply for PSW jobs. So if you're a nurse based in Nigeria, you might not be able to practice nursing in Canada until you get certified. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, you can apply for PSW jobs. And of course, PSW jobs are one of the jobs that is very, very needed in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. So
But again, in the portal, you will see there are jobs wherein a work permit or a legal permit to work in Canada are required. So it says eligible applicants, a work permit is required, but there are also jobs there and thousands of jobs there that says that if you are from outside Canada, you are not international applicant, then you can apply for this job. So those are the ones that you should focus on, being outside of the country.
and it's so important for you to be applying to jobs that you qualify for, because some people say I've been applying. Sometimes when you ask, they've just been applying to any job you see on Indeed or LinkedIn. You might
It
not
doesn't
qualify
work
for
like
those
that.
jobs because those jobs are probably for people who already have a work permit,
True.
permanent residents or citizens, right?
True.
Do all the jobs require work experience? So usually jobs require work experience, right? If you're an employer and you are employing, don't you want someone who has work experience?
True.
So
Yeah.
if you're a new nursing graduate, okay, outside of Canada, go and get work experience so that you can qualify for job. Okay. Rice, can you answer this? I assume it does.
Yeah. So does this portal help with finding jobs in the rural areas in Alberta? Yes. So one of the main and most active PR pathways in Alberta is the RRS, or the Rural Renewal Stream. There are more than 2,000, I think right now 2,900 jobs under RRS. And all of those jobs are open for you to search for and apply for. There are there are 27, I think, communities that are designated under IRS. And there are different jobs that are not eligible under IRS. This is something that you have to know. But those jobs are already filtered out. You will not see them in the portal.
Awesome. Awesome. If you have questions, don't forget that you need to subscribe for you to be able to put in a comment. So if you're not subscribed, your question might not be showing. Yes, the jobs are available to people everywhere, even in Nigeria, definitely. So some of these programs like the AIP, the RCIP, the jobs are open to people inside and outside Canada.
True.
So yeah. How does the matching work? Rice, can you explain a little bit again for those?
So the matching works in such a way that you subscribe to the portal. You then will have to create your profile in the portal. Once you create your profile in the portal, you go to the here, for example. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. So the job matching works in a way that in your dashboard, you have your profile, which is your CV. You click a certain job here, and here you will find match job with the CV. And this is how it works. Here, I already changed this. That's why this is 70%. But if I will do this, for example, I try a different job here, it will give me a very low score. See, it's only 35% because the skills that are required in this job are not inside my CV. And therefore, I have to customize my CV in order to be aligned to this job listing, thereby increasing my matching by more than 70%, 70 or higher percentage. In such a way, you increase your chances of being noticed by the hiring manager, therefore giving you a chance on the door to be interviewed.
Okay, so essentially, you are matched based on the skills that are in your profile, right? So,
Absolutely.
skills. So, I mean, there might be people who previously have been applying to jobs that they don't even have the skills for, right? It's possible. Some people just want, okay, there's a job here. Some people
Yeah.
are applying to
Click,
any
click,
job.
click, click, click.
So, if you're just applying to any job, it doesn't work. It doesn't work,
No. Yeah.
right? Okay.
And you'll be surprised there are hundreds of people complaining. I spent the last 6 months applying for jobs. But that doesn't matter if you are not strategic with your approach. You
Yes.
don't need 6 months. But you have to be strategic with your approach. You have to know what will lead to PR and which ones will not lead to PR.
Yes, it's so important what Rice just said, because there are people, honestly, who will say, I've applied to 100 jobs, nobody has
Mm.
gotten back to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're applying to the wrong jobs, they don't have the skills. Some people are too lazy to work on their CV for each
Yeah.
job. And
True.
honestly, you need to make sure that your CV has at least 70% matching to the job in terms of skills.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, do we have any form of discount if we want to continue using the platform after the 5 free days?
No, we don't have. The platform is priced decently. It's actually priced very cheaply or effectively. The platform has got 29,000 PR eligible jobs. On top of that, you also get to have the AI job matching. So currently, we do not run a promo, but if we run a promo, we will definitely advise Sei, and she can advise all of you guys.
Okay, so for now, there's no promo. You guys should get on it because you're getting it for 5 days free. And I've also put the link in the comments again for those who are asking. Okay. Um, Great question. Can it allow you to have more than one CV?
No, currently no, because the thing is, well, yes and no. In your profile, you can save all of your education, your experience, everything that you have done so far in your professional life. And then you have got 6 different templates that you can choose from. And all of these templates will automatically be done by the portal. So the information will be the same. But the templates, there are 6 options for you to choose from. Whichever you think is best for you, those are the things that you can definitely have in the portal.
Okay, so let's talk about the cost because there's before we do that, someone is saying, I have a Canada visit visa. Can I get a job with it from Nigeria? So you don't get a job with a visit visa. You get a job with your skills and your work experience. The
Mhm.
visit visa doesn't give you any advantage in getting a job. Okay, it doesn't. Can we talk about the price? What's the cost? Yeah.
Yeah, so the cost is 25 US dollars per month. And we have three tier. So I'm going to share my uh hold on a second. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
So when you enter the portal, this is essentially what you will see. This is the homepage of the portal. You will see the different PR pathways available. And when you go pricing, this is where you will find all the packages that we have. The pricing is the same for all 3 different packages. The only difference is with the basic pricing, you pay it monthly. With the standard, you pay it 3 months, every 3 months. And with the advance, you pay it every 6 months. And with the every 6 months, you get all the benefits on the portal. So with the 6 months, you get 300 jobs per month of AI job matching, resume analyzer together with the resume builder.
Okay. And then with the standard one, with the basic, they get what?
With the okay, so with the standard, what you get is essentially you get to search for and apply for jobs unlimited. There is the eligibility guide that you will find there, and then you get 100 AI job matching, resume analyzer together with the resume builder. With the basic, which you pay per month, you get the unlimited job search as well and the basic eligibility guide. Now, when we talk about the basic eligibility guide, I'm talking about this. For example, I'm going to log here. So these are the basic eligibility guide, the potential peer pathway, and the eligible applicants. This you will see and you will get with the basic, with the standard, and with the advanced. The middle one, which is the standard one, you will get more, but with the advanced you will get everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, someone is still asking $25 per month. That is it, yes, $25 per month. So Angum Karen is asking, will you advise to secure language test before applying for jobs on the portal? Yes, because these are jobs that are leading to PR. Once you get a job and you get a job offer and probably a community recommendation or PNP or provincial nomination, yes, you will need your language test and your certificate equivalent. So yes, it is good to get it. It is good to get it on time. Okay. Can someone in the UK with over 2 years experience? Of course, why not? Anybody can apply, right?
Yeah.
So Fumilola, I really don't understand your question. I'm a certified nursing assistant for 5 years in the new US. Can I apply for the US? Do I have to go back to Nigeria? So long as you are in the US, you have a valid status in the US, right? You haven't overstayed your stay there. You can apply. You don't have to go back to Nigeria to apply.
True.
Visiting visa, what kind of advantage would you have in getting a job? A visiting visa has no advantage. You
Actually,
just have
it's
a
even more a disadvantage, right?
hmm.
Because
What?
visit visas are not allowed to find a job. Visit visa means you are a tourist. You are supposed to be touring around the country, not finding a job. If the government finds out, and this can happen, if the government finds out that you're looking for a job or you're working for a company that is not, you don't have a legal work permit, then it is a big disadvantage for you.
Even though it's still possible, okay, there was a time when Canada allowed people to come in and look for a job, but you can come in and if you see a job fair or a recruitment event, you can come in and do all of that, but it doesn't give you any advantage per se over
True.
someone else who doesn't have a visit visa, right?
I guess the advantage could be when the person has got a visit visa, then the person has got the authority to come into Canada. And from coming into Canada, the person can then go to different events for job
Yes,
recruitments
exactly.
and then be present and be interviewed by the company. That
Mhm.
as much is the advantage you can get.
Yes. So it just gives you the advantage of being here physically, right?
Correct.
Okay. This is a great question from Leslie. Are all the job application done on the platform, or are the employers on the platform, or do we have to take the application outside the platform?
Yes. Okay. So when you click apply, the platform takes you to the actual job listing. And the reason that we do this is because we want to show the users that the job listing is legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
The job listings are taken from the website of the companies, from Job Bank, from Indeed, and from LinkedIn. So by showing this to the users, you get the feeling and you are comfortable that yes, we did not make up these jobs. These jobs are indeed existing and the
Mhm.
companies are legitimate.
Okay. Uh, these are PR jobs. Yeah, these are PR eligible jobs. They are not remote jobs. Yes, you have to come to Canada to work the jobs, right? So
Yes.
that's why they are PR jobs. The jobs will give you the opportunity to apply for permanent residency. Okay. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, anybody can apply.
Hmm.
Okay, guys, don't forget that the link, right, is on the screen. It's in the comments. There's a short link as well, bit.ly PR Jobs Canada. Just copy it. Go and check it out. Nobody's asking you to pay anything now. Just go and look through it, try your hands on it, create a template and all of that, and see how it works. You have 5 days free before you have to pay the $25. Your monies will not be deducted except it's past the 5 days. Okay, one question here. I'm on a work permit, work 1 year, work experience, trying to get my PR. This portal can help in matching me with getting work. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
not only in Alberta, you can also try BC because we have got pathways in BC as well. You can even try Atlantic Immigration Program if Alberta is too competitive for you because there are in Nova Scotia, there are thousands and thousands of jobs. There are so many companies in Nova Scotia looking for people. So you are not necessarily limited to apply in AB in Alberta. You can go as far as PEI. You
Yeah.
have so much opportunities.
Yeah. So you guys, so even I understand, difficulty of moving, right?
Yeah.
Some people are in a particular place, they want to stay
Hmm.
there. But if if you need the opportunity or the pathway to PR and you can get it somewhere else, nothing is stopping you
True.
from going there. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. You have to look at the bigger picture. Which
Exactly.
province will give you the opportunity, the bridge to make your dreams come true? And
Yes.
whichever that province is, go there. Ah, I will do it. I will go there immediately. That is
Yes.
the long-term goal.
Yes. I remember when I was a student as well, I graduated. Even though I schooled in Ontario, I was ready to go anywhere to get
Yeah,
PR as
yeah,
far
yeah,
as Yukon if possible. So, of
yeah.
course, by the time you get your PR and you're settled, you can always come back to Ontario if that's what you want.
True. Yeah.
Okay, can someone who already has PR apply?
I would suggest that you go to Indeed.
So, someone who has PR, I don't think there's anything against applying, but I'm sure you can find other jobs that are not, you know, that PRs can apply to, right?
Mm.
So we have demonstrated babalola, we have demonstrated how to use the portal. So you might want to reverse and do that. You showed how to use the resume on the portal, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just rewind and go back there. We don't want to. If you're just joining, Daniel is just joining. If you're just joining, make sure you're starting from the beginning. Don't join from where we are now. We are already 43 minutes into the live. So go and start from the beginning, right? Can I apply while I'm still building up my work experience? I
Yeah,
don't
for
see any.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, because again, you have to turn all the stones in your favor
Yeah.
because the work you don't know what companies are looking for. You don't know that the little experience that you have right now are essentially the only experience a company needs. You never know that until you do the application.
Is this possible?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
You can change. Okay. Okay. So, no, someone said before that one, I made an attempt, but it tried to process a charge on my card.
No, that will be a trial. So what
So,
happens is you will have to put in your credit card details.
yes.
See, the thing is, the credit card details is necessary. Without completing the credit card details, the portal will not give you an access. But the charge do not happen on the day you create your registration. It will happen 5 days, which is the 5 days free trial. Now, if you had created an account in the past, therefore your trial period is gone. You can only avail the trial once.
Okay.
So if you do it again, you will be charged immediately.
Awesome, awesome. So if you have done a trial before, you can't do a trial again. It will charge you. If you
Yeah.
haven't done a trial before, it will take your credit card details. Does it take debit card as well? Or
Yes.
just credit card? It will take your card details, credit or debit, but it will not charge you, right? If you don't want to continue, you can cancel it by the 5th day or the 4th day. It will not charge you. But
Yeah.
if you want to continue and it goes past the 5th day, that's when it will charge.
And
As
another
you,
thing is the system sends the user an email reminder 2 days
oh, great.
before the expiration to remind the user that, hey, your trial period is going to expire. Go to the website if you want to cancel. If you do not want to cancel, you don't have to do anything. It is automatic charge.
Okay. So OPay card, so long as it's a debit card or a credit card, I don't know what OPay card is. If it's a debit or a credit card, it will work. Does it give job with LMIA? Does it show jobs with
No,
LMIA?
no.
No.
The MIA jobs are never in the public.
Mm-hmm.
So the jobs, but there are jobs in the portal that do not require LAMIA. For example, there is one peer pathway called the Innovation Stream. The Innovation Stream is a federal government level project wherein designated companies can hire anybody across the world. As long as they are hired by these designated companies, they do not require LAMIA, and a work permit will be issued to them. But if you want to ask, what about the different LAMIA jobs? There is no way to find out those LAMIA jobs. They are never out in the public.
Okay. And also the LMIA jobs are not PR eligible jobs. So for
True.
LMIA, you are getting a work permit.
True.
PR eligible jobs, you are getting permanent residence. So they are not the
True.
same thing.
True.
Okay. So the charges are in dollars, so it will convert, I assume. So if someone has a Naira card, for example, it will charge them, it will convert it. I assume that's how it works, yes.
Yeah, it will depend where you are banking. If you're banking in Nigeria, then the system will charge your card in your own money, in your own currency. But then the 25 US is fixed. Whatever the exchange rate
Yes.
is, I do not know, but the
Yeah,
system
exactly.
takes care of that in the background.
That will be determined by the bank. Yeah.
Yep. The thing is, you can filter the jobs depending on the job title. So you can type accounting or accountant, you can type business analysis or business analyst, you can type cybersecurity. You can filter out these jobs. You can even filter out through peer pathways. There is a peer pathway in Saskatchewan called the Saskatchewan Tech Pathway. All the jobs in that pathway are all technology based jobs. When you land one of any of those jobs, then you can be eligible to apply for PR.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So it has all jobs. The healthcare was just an example. Just
Correct.
filter for your jobs and it will show you.
True.
If you are doing a PSW course, it depends on your status. So if you are a student, you cannot apply for, you probably have to wait until you graduate. But if you have a work permit and you're doing a PSW course, so long as you qualify for the jobs, right, you can apply. Okay. Okay. Okay, I was the one that said this. Okay, so the LMIA jobs, the labor market impact assessment jobs, right? If you get an LMIA job and you get the job offer in LMIA, what you're going to get is a work permit that is going to allow you to come and work in Canada. You have to actually get the work experience for you to qualify for PR. With these PR eligible jobs, once you get the job offer, like the Rural Community Immigration Program, they would give you a community recommendation and you can apply for PR.
Directly.
Right? Directly. You don't have to go through work permits, get eligible work experience and all of that. You get PR. I mean, that's why these ones are better, much better than the LMIA. Yeah.
And that's another thing, because everybody is asking. Even I experienced this, LMIA, LMIA, LMIA. You have to think past the idea of LMIA.
Exactly. Sometimes people just say what they know or what they keep hearing, right? So that's why sessions like this are good, guys, so that you can understand the other options that you have, better options even than just looking for the LMIA job. So this your visit visa. You've been talking about this visit visa. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I would have pronounced it. So if your visit visa is for you to visit Canada as a tourist. If you get a PR job in Canada, you will be given another visa. You'll be given PR. If you get PR, you'll be given a confirmation of permanent residence and a visa to come into Canada. So your visit visa is to visit. That's not for nothing. It's not for anything else. It's just to visit. So we just clarified this. I'm surprised someone is asking. We just clarified this. So guys, if you just have someone is saying, I just subscribed now, but my credit card was charged full amount.
Have you done the trial in the past?
Have you done a trial before? That's the question.
Yeah.
Busola. Have you done a trial before? If you have, probably that. So just please confirm. Come back and confirm.
True.
Good questions. Coming soon. Are there jobs that are showing coming soon?
No, there are no jobs that says coming soon. There is one feature that we have, which is coming soon, which is the tier or the NOC.
It's a feature. Okay.
Yeah, it's a feature, not a job. That is coming soon.
She said she hasn't done a trial before. So is there any other person who registered but their card was not charged? Because it's not, if you register for the trial, it's not supposed to.
This one, I need to fully understand this, because the system will tell me if, there is what we call the IP. If the IP of the person has been recorded in the past, if the email of the person has been recorded in the past, therefore the system identifies that the person has already taken the trial. But I would love to have your email address, please. Are you able to provide me the email, Sayi?
So she would provide the email. So just provide your email address, and I would check
privately. Because
because I really can't see anybody. So just send your email address here, Busola. Right? Send your email address here so that we can check, and then of course we can communicate with you after now. Just send
absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So, I think Shami Pie, I think you came late, right? If you came late, if you just joined, make sure that you are going back to the beginning to start watching from there. You can't join in the middle and be asking questions that we've already talked about, right? Okay, so the language benchmark for a lot of these jobs, so it depends on the program. Some jobs are AIP, some are RCIP. So if you look at the program requirement, you would see what the language requirements are. So this portal just shows you the jobs that are available, how you can qualify for the jobs, and how you can apply. So the language is not part of what we do here. You've been asking early learning assistant jobs with a question mark. What does that mean? YIR. What is your question? Okay, someone said I've just registered and my card was not charged. So Busola, just send us your email address so that we can check if you were charged. Okay, so the questions that you should be asking are about the portal, not can I get truck driver job. You can get any job that is there, right? So we don't know the jobs. The jobs are changing every 24 hours or less. So if you even go there, you don't see truck driver job, you check again. But mostly any job that is available, that is a PR job in any of this program is there. Just go and do the trial and check, right? So the website address is there. Go and do the trial and check. Okay. I'm just looking for questions that we haven't answered. So I'm just seeing questions of people asking, oh, is my job? So just go there and check. That's why we've shown you the portal. You can, exploit, right? Exploit. Those jobs are qualified for PR.
Yep.
So whatever jobs you see here, YIR, whatever jobs you see here, these are PR eligible jobs. That's what the portal is for. So any job you see there is a PR eligible job. And if you do the basic subscription, you can upgrade to a new subscription later. This
Correct.
question is answer.
Yeah. And the system is automated in such a way that if you paid this much already, the system calculates per rata. So you are not charged more than you're supposed to. So it's
Yeah.
all in the back end. Yeah.
Okay. So do we upload CV directly or is it typed in?
Oh, currently it is a type in, but we are working on the uploading bit.
Okay.
And this will definitely be active before the end of the year for sure.
Great. Ilesomi, yes, you can check the portal. You don't need a resume to check the portal, right? It will not request that you put a resume, but if you want to start applying for job, then you can put a resume. Peter, if you want to message me, if you check the description of the YouTube channel, or if you go to the YouTube channel, you would see my contact there. You can send me a message. So my email address is in the YouTube channel. I can just put it here anyway. Let me just put my email. So if you have any questions, you can ask. My email address is here. Yep, email address is here. Okay. If you have more questions, please put them because we are about to round up. We have 5 minutes more. We're rounding up in 5 minutes. We've taken almost an hour. Is this true? Why do all the features not accessible? Pathways are not accessible except you pay.
Why do all features not accessible? Pathways are not accessible except to pay. No. If you create a trial, and make sure that you click trial. Do not subscribe. This is another thing. You could be charged immediately if you subscribe immediately. So if you click trial, then you will be given a trial period. Now, there are 3 different packages. One is the basic, the standard, and the advanced. If you want to have access to all the features in the portal, you have to take the advanced one.
Okay.
If there are different features that are not accessible in the basic. So if you take trial on the basic package, there are many features that you will not have access to. Correct? So that is the whole idea.
Okay, so I assume that what they can do is for the trial, they can choose the advanced, right? Yes. And probably maybe they can cancel if they don't want, and then if they come back and they want the basic feature, then they can pay for the basic feature. Does that work?
Yeah. If you want it that way. So have a trial on the advance. If you think that the advance is too much for you, cancel. Even if you cancel 3 days, 2 days before the expiration, you will still have the 5 days free trial. Even if you cancel on the first day.
Immediately, right.
Yeah, because that's a promise that the portal says. You have 5 days free trial. You get to access that. And therefore, when you come back, you will not have another trial again, and therefore you will be charged, but then you can do the basic.
Good. Can it be used by multiple users?
The which one? The
portal.
Multiple users will have to use their own username and password.
Exactly. So it has one username and password. So if someone else wants to use it, they need to have their own username and password.
Correct.
And yes, Ilesomi, you need to type in the CV for now. They don't have the upload CV feature, but they are working on that. But for now, you can just copy and paste and whatever, and it will be there. Okay, so guys, I think we've done 1 hour already. So
Yep.
if you're just joining, just go back to the beginning. She showed us the demonstration of the portal, how the portal can help. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. I think I put my email in the whatever, but let me just put it on the screen. I put my email here. Send an email. If you need the link, if you send me an email, I will send it to you. But it is in the description of the video as well. It's in the description of the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
This video on the YouTube channel, it's there, and that's the relocatcanada.biz. Yes, that's the email address. So I'll just do a roundup to say that for those of us who want PR in Canada, whether you're inside Canada or outside, this works whether you're inside or outside, but you need a PR job and you're tired of having to do it all manually. This is a platform that curates PR jobs. Every job you see there is a PR job. So you can filter for PSW, you can filter for nurse, you can filter for truck driver, whatever it is, and it will bring out the jobs, right? You do have 5 days trial. Please, if you don't want to continue, you can cancel. But if you come back, then you'll be charged because you already did your trial. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. If I didn't get to your question, I sincerely apologize. Busola that said she was charged, please don't forget to reach out to me. My email address is here so that we can check to be
Yeah,
sure
absolutely.
when you were not supposed to be charged. So
True.
thank you very much, guys.
If he can provide you the email address that he used,
Yes,
that's the way that we can investigate.
exactly. So just send your email address. And again, this is the portal. If you want it, you can send me an email, right? But I'll also leave it in the description of the video so that it's just easy for you to copy and paste. Thank you so much, Guy. Wishing you the best, and thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. Go and check out all the other videos on the channel. We've talked about the AIP, the RCIP, how to find jobs, different videos on the channel. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Rice, for joining us. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Lovely meeting you
And we
all. Thank you for
definitely
all
learned
your
a lot.
questions.
Yeah. We learned a lot. I know that people will always want to ask questions, but we need to go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.